Himmelsdorf, Mines, and Cliff will be the 3 maps.
Himmelsdorf
first! And I was just saying that at the start of the stream, we would love to see Himmelsdorf, and there it goes, it's the first map today.
Thank you, Mind.
Yeah, they were reading our minds.
Yeah. Oh.
Synergies from the north. And the second one has been picked as Cliff, leaving Steps for the third. Wow, what a selection! Great choices of maps from these 2 teams. Synergy choosing the north position on Himmelsdorf. And wow, so that's going to be very good.
Yeah, interesting selection there with Himmelsdorf being left.
Yeah, first time it happened, and we're just discussing it before the match started.
Yeah, how come we didn't?
How come we're not seeing maps like Himmelsdorf? We were like, well, probably because of this and this, and they go, hey, let's play on Himmelsdorf, why not?
Yeah, now we might see why some other people don't pick it.
Maybe. In the sense that it looks like Mind was the ones who wanted Himmelsdorf, so they didn't remove it. And I guess Synergy just feels comfortable. I mean, Himmelsdorf has been there from the start, so... Okay, so let's have a look at the lineups of the teams. Okay, so for Synergy, we have Drag, Orange, Dorjan, Illusion Yes, Pivotal, Darkodzim, Jared, No Skill, and the temp player.
Yeah, temp player.
We have a temp player.
Yeah.
Not all these players will be playing here today, though.
And Dr. Clopius.
For Mind.
For Mind, we have Himmler, Sick, Mac, Benya, Nick, Fanatic, Dimka, Xbox 69, oh my god, he's so cool, and Kamek.
Yeah, and again, only 7 of these players will be here today, and we'll find out soon enough who these 7s are. So, yeah, these teams, very strong performances. Most of these players incredibly well balanced, have multiple skills. You don't just see them on the same tanks every time. You see them in different tanks every time. Not every time, but very, very often they can say, okay, we need 9 and AMX90, and then they can switch. They're good enough they can switch between the tanks without much problem. And the crowd is in full force again today. Still early days yet. The crowd actually gets bigger the early afternoon, and they make some noise, but again, I don't think you can hear it. I don't think we've got some audio issues with the crowd.
It's good to see a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people here showing support. There's actually a video camera outside making people come in. As they come in, they can record a little something for their favourite teams.
And win something.
And they could win something for it, yeah.
If it's awesome enough.
So here's the whole view of the venue. You've got on the left there Mind with the 2 players in front and the 5 on the main stage. And then as we pan across, we have Synergy. As you can see, the lineup is very cool. So the setup is very cool with the monitors on the front of them, so you can see each player's point of view when you're sat there live. Yeah, so whoever loses here today is out.
Yep.
And wow, Synergy or Mind are going home in the next hour.
Yes.
Or very
exciting. Maybe a half, yes.
Maybe and a half, we'll see. But yeah, yesterday was very quick, and I was told that often in these situations, that in double elimination, the first round goes very, very quickly. The first day goes very quickly because the teams are confident. If we lose, we're going the second bracket. We can come back up, no problem. So they're more relaxed, and as it gets further on, they get more tense. The tactics become a bit slower because they get a bit more nervous, and they're saying, "Okay, let's not rush on. Let's stay back and play carefully, make the enemies make mistakes instead." But as you can see, the crowd's moving forward to support, and the lovely, lovely, lovely benches at the front, incredibly soft and comfortable.
Yes, very soft. I think they're going to put their names in the pot for the contest.
Oh yeah, this is the voting.
Yeah,
this is the voting as the crowd says who they think will win for the next matches and stuff like that. They will do this, and also for the announcements, you'll see often crowds forming to get a chance to be able to participate.
Yeah.
So yeah, as of yesterday, we want to see if there's anyone watching from around the world, and hello and greetings to the international audience. So please shout in the chat, and we are watching where you're from. And do we have any people from the United States here already first thing today? Already?
We have Staker, he's been here since we've gone.
Oh wow,
it's
so
like 6 AM right now.
6 a.m. for him right now. You are a trooper, a true supporter of World of Tanks International. So that's fantastic. Welcome. Romania. So we have... can you actually pronounce that name? I can't.
Which name?
Romania.
Nope.
Nope. Sorry, my friend, I can't. Dr. Tua from Germany, Friction from the US as well, Sam from Finland. Hello there, everybody, and Claybird for or CJ Bird. I thought it was Clay, but it's a J there. So welcome. Actually, a lot of USA. I really didn't expect that. I thought you guys would still be sleeping. I certainly would be.
Here we have some of the lovely girls, which you could get your video recorded with.
Yes, today we have models. As with any wargaming show, it wouldn't be a wargaming show without models, and beautiful models is always something we like here. But hello everyone else. Mouse Spots are there, one of the teams from Poland, and Dragonborns are in the audience. These are teams you'll see live in DreamHack next weekend. They're in the audience, so hello to you. If you're in the audience, say hello to them too. They're your European stars. We also have a few Friction from Falcon Gaming, and that's one of the top teams, and we expect big things from them during the North American scene that's coming up very soon with the North American Wargaming League. So by all means check that out. In fact, let's go ahead and tell everybody where they can go to find out details for everywhere. So if you're from North America, and hello to the North Americans, we do have WGLNA.com. If you go there, you can find all the details about your North American League.
Yes, and if you're from Korea, then you can go to whatleague.com and it'll redirect you to
the correct place on ComTV. Then you have tanksasia.com.
Yep.
Or net, is it? Is it net or com?
Net.
It's net, sorry. Tanksasia.net if you're from Asia.
Yep, and Europe is the whatproleague.com.
So, as we can hear in the crowd, the battle is about to start. We are on day 2, map 1 of round 1, Synergy versus Mind. So, let's have a look at the lineups. Do we have the overlay here? Yes, we do. For Synergy, Illusion Yes, Orange, Russ, No Neck No Skill, Drag, Jarad, Povertool, and Dark God Zim.
And for Mind, we have Fnatic, Benya, Mac, Kamik, Himmler, Oh My God He's So Gosu, and Dimka.
And what are we seeing here from Synergy? 3 AMX 5100s. That is incredibly unusual. We don't normally see this sort of lineup from anyone sorry, on Himmelsdorf. So let's go to it and see what they're going to do. What I expect to see on Himmelsdorf, though, are the AMXs going up into onto the hill or staying back as a sort of second support.
Yes,
so
they are.
Yeah.
Right now, Jared and No Nick No Skill are going up the hill in both their AMXs. And Dark Sim is there as well. And I'm predicting that he's going to be the one peeking over the hill to see where, if someone's up on the hill. We've seen that plenty of times during the season. So I'm expecting to see that again.
Indeed. It's normally what you see on Himmelsdorf. I'm not sure we're going to see this all the time, but you're going to definitely see the competition going on between the T69s on the hill, but we've seen that Drag here is instead deciding to go ahead and hold the front, and that's very unusual. Normally you see the IS-3s down here across the G line or the D line. That's normally where they skirmish, but we're not seeing that at all.
Nope, and it's a little bit weird, yeah, but position is it's still good to just check if someone is making some silly tactics like that.
Like that. Dark God Zim picks up with his T1 to see if anyone's on top of the hill. He does see KMX, but he doesn't see anybody else, and this is really important on Himmelsdorf. If you find out where their AMX 5100s are, you know what their strategy is. You know where they're going to go.
Yeah, and you can quickly counter that and go somewhere else and quickly take out those IS-3s, which in the end will be much more valuable to the team, since they can fire again and again and again, while the AMX 5100s needs to run away to reload for 50 to 60 seconds, which is atrocious if you're in trouble. And we're seeing very, very, very great lineup here from
very defensive, but oh my god, Gosu decides to poke around the corner but doesn't go too far. He looks out to see if he can find them. That is a trap waiting to be sprung, but if they're spotted early, that will be disastrous for them, because it will mean that they can respond and go around and do something else, and that would be something that they don't want to see.
Yeah, Dark Sim would need to take care of that T1, because if he shows any of the MXs, then Mind is
just in case people didn't know, Mind is in blue, and oh my god, Gosu is trying. Gosu, you're making me say that now. Gosu is going around the corner to try and find out if there is anyone there, and this is what they're trying to avoid. If Synergy's AMX 5100s are spotted at the bottom of the hill, you will be able to see that Mind will redirect all their forces to somewhere else. There's no need to go engage them when they're in such a good defensive positions. But in the meantime, we are seeing a push down the banana, down the 7th column with Dimika going against Orange.
Yeah, and the AMX 5100s are turning around. It looked for a second like they were going down there to defend, while sending Drag up there to the hill to take care of that little annoying pesky. Oh my god, he's so close.
Yep, and Orange Rust, though, managed to side-scrape a shot from Dimika. His IS-3's powerful cannon was not able to penetrate the side at this angle. So it's an IS-3 versus IS-3, and while the shot did go through, great shooting there from Dimika.
We're seeing some very careful approach from Drag here. He knows that the T1 is up there, but did they send the T1 up there undefended?
As you see here, the forces of Mind have decided to do a push across the field, supporting Dimka and Fnatt. And are they spotted? The answer is no, they are not spotted.
Not
this could be absolutely huge. Oh my god, Gosu is still luring the enemy on top of the hill, making them think that is where they are, but they are not there. That is not where they are at. They are actually in the front line here. And if Kamek, Dead Professor, and Met get around the corner here before Dimika goes down, no, he doesn't. That actually is a great advantage here for Synergy. Mind, though, has to keep rolling. If they use this, don't use this advantage they have of positions, then they will just have wasted one of their guys. But Orange Rust will go down immediately with this autoloader shots here from Benya and Mek. No, he survives. 2 shots not going through, and a counter-attack. Dead Professor goes down instead. This is very good fighting from Synergy. Absolutely fantastic positions, and we are seeing them go down one by one, and Mind in a hell of a lot of trouble. Great positioning from Synergy.
Yeah, that was a flanking gone wrong there. It could have gone either way. If Orange had been taken down, no Nick, no skill would have been in trouble. But he did soak 2 shells. That was amazing.
But now they have to reload. This is the disadvantage of the AMX 5100. They have to reload now. But Fnatt and Kamek are going to move forward and try and take advantage of this. Roxkiss Drag is there trying to do some damage. He is in the T69, which is a very fast reload. And it looks like he's going to survive. It looks like Kamek's actually out of ammo. Fnatt is looking the other way. Great shot there from Drag, getting even more damage out.
Yeah, and Fnatt just he actually protected Kamek there by taking a shell to the rear. But he's
now tracked in the open, and Jared is going to aim for the kill shots. And in the meantime, Orange comes around the rear and cleans them up, leaving just Hemmler left for Mind. And that was absolutely amazing. The crowd goes nuts for Synergy.
That was an amazing sequence right there. If the flanking maneuver had been a little bit more successful, it could have been a totally different situation right there.
Well, not much to discuss here really, apart from Synergy had great formation, and Mind, when they made their push, it could have worked, but they were making the fundamental mistake.
Yeah.
They made the mistake of splitting their forces. The IS-3 got taken out very early, and that led for the domino effect. Losing IS-3 that early is going to be negative.
Yes, because it is one of the tanks that don't have to reload, so well, reload a complete clip. They do have to reload.
That was it. They ran into a concentrated force from Synergy, and they did it separated. They did it split. And Hemmler is surrounded by Jared, and Roxkiss Drag, and Orange Rust comes in as well to finish him off. And that is game number 1.
Extra shot right
extra
there.
shot just there
to make sure he's dead.
Indeed. So if we have the stats coming up any second for you. But basically, that game, we could tell what was lost. It was a positioning fault from Mind. It was positioning error.
Yeah. And as we can see right now, the IS-3s actually did the most damage.
We see in the stats here, hopefully you guys will see the stats soon, but the IS-3s did the most damage, even over all the autoloaders. But, and this is the big but, the autoloaders worked for Synergy because of the way Mind attacked.
Yep.
Because Mind attacked in 2 flanks, they had their autoloaders go around the side, but the IS-3 moved out too early. That caused them to be able to be annihilated by the autoloaders.
Yep.
And the autoloader's firing, bang, 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 takes them out. And there we go for the stats there. Drag getting the highest efficiency on the, was it the T69? And that's because
of defensive points.
Oh yeah, the reset at the end there.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little bit misleading. But if we look at the damages, we've got Orange at the top with 2,268 damage. 11 shots from an IS-3 is absolutely huge. They ignored him, and this is what I say. If you're going against an autoloader team, you can't knock out the autoloaders before they fire. Aim and take out the single-shot tanks, because they have a constant DPS. As we see here, the IS-3 had a superior DPS, because it was constantly in the fight, and it was able to just take them down. And
the amount of kills we have Synergy with 2-2-2, and then Mind with Himmler having a kill in his T1.
Right, wow. All I can say is that was a absolutely crazy start for today. We have a Team Mind doing tactics that were unusual, Team Synergy doing tactics that are unusual. If you shove these matches back in the league, I would have been like, what are they doing? They're obviously trying something new for the offline tournament.
Yeah, I actually definitely didn't expect all three AMXs just to sit back and actually look up at the mountain instead of going somewhere else when they knew that there was a T1 up there, so they couldn't push, so they wasted a lot of time, in my opinion, sitting there. Of course, they were baiting with their own T1, someone just rushing out, killing them. That is what the MX-5100s excel at.
I just thought it was very weird that the T69s, and I'll explain the standard play, the cookie cutter standard play for Himmelsdorf. T69s go to the hill with the T1. The T1 prods and probes. Now your IS-3s go, or T-32s, go to that line, defensive line, either the north or south side of the courtyard. And then your AMXs are the playmakers. If they go to the hill, then you're pushing on the hill. If they stay down, they're in defensive formation, ready to receive some sort of rush. Now, your purpose of the hill is to destroy the enemy T69 or make him withdraw, or find out if they got the AMX up there. Because if they have the AMX up there, you can push across the field with your AMXs and deal with them. That's the standard play. We didn't see any of that. Not a single standard play.
Surprising.
Very surprising. It's good.
It's really good.
But we're going to start match number 2, or battle number 2 of the first set today on Himmelsdorf, the first map. We have Synergy versus Mind. For Synergy, we have Povator, Illusion, yes, Orange, Russ, No Nick, No Skill, Drag, Jared, and Dart God Zim.
And on Mind, we have Benya, Mac, Kamek, Himmler, oh my god, he's so gross, and Fnatic, and Dimka.
Alrighty, and we're seeing them with the exact same lineups again, so Synergy obviously thinking, well, we just won so easily there, we might as well just continue like that, and Mind thinking, well, we've got a standard lineup, let's just play better. So let's see what they do for us today. Meg, Kemek, Himmler, Dead Professor moving out to the side, with Fnatic moving into the middle. So we are not seeing a standard lineup again, we're seeing a completely different tactic, with the T69 coming out into the hill with the rest of the team here.
Yep, we're seeing some difference here as well, because in the last battle, the T69 didn't go up to the hill immediately, but now he is, without a T1. So, oh wait, the AMX-5100s are changing direction, so maybe a little bit of on the move.
It looks very standard, actually, I would say. I see that they're playing actually very, very standard there on Synergy, because they actually sending the T69 to the hill, and we're seeing the T1 go with him, we're seeing the AMXs fall back, and we're seeing the IS-3s going into a defensive position on that wall. So that actually is very, very standard. I actually don't think that's anything other than very standard.
No, I also, the Povatil was just going in a different direction, so of course I missed that, but yeah, very, very standard cutter tactic right here. And nothing so far has been spotted on the hill.
We are seeing Dead Professor and Meg in the AMX-5100s in defensive position. This is actually reasonably standard. The only thing that's not standard right now would be the non-defensive line in the middle. However, this does look like Mind are ready to push in and do some serious damage on this side. On the west, if they're concentrating their forces here, they're looking to see if there are many forces on the hill. And you see there that, oh my god, Hiso goes to the top, realizes there's just a T1 there, and comes back into a defensive position. So that actually is a bit of a misread, because their AMX is going up the hill now, isn't he?
Nope. Well, both of them are. They're sitting a little bit back still, but
climbing the hill.
Yeah, climbing. So yeah, they found out that there was one there, and he hasn't popped up to peek again, and that tells them that he's gone back into a defensive position. So either he's trying to lure them out there to get some damage in the face of the AMXs when they finally show their face, or it's just a T1 battle up there, which would mean that wait a minute, something's happening over there.
It's Dorjan Zim and Himmler. Dorjan Zim is being ballsy with Merck and Dead Professor actually taking shots, but this could be disastrous for Mind, because they're now going to have to reload the AMXs, who are unloading completely against Dorjan Zim, but then they do take him down. However, they have to reload for 60 seconds now. They are vulnerable, and I want to see if we're going to see any movement now from Synergy. This is their moment. There is a 60-second window now that Synergy can push forward, and one of the AMXs is down.
Yeah, we're actually seeing them turn around. Jared, the no nick, no skill, is turning around instead of...
Yeah, they are definitely doing that, and Povital is going forward. Oh my god, Hiso Gosu realizes that they are coming over the hill, because the rest of this team has pushed down the west side successfully, and there is nothing there. So with the west side push being successful, you're now seeing that Mind are responding to it without seeing the enemy. So without seeing anything, they've reacted to the information perfectly and are moving around the side to do a base trade. What's Synergy's plans?
Right now, defensive. It looks very defensive. They're holding, as we can see on the minimap, there is an MX-100 already sitting down at south in the base. Very defensive. And IS-3 also sitting very defensive. And we're seeing moving in now.
And here we go. The battle started. Fanat actually getting hit early on here and getting on his side scraping, so that Illusion, yes, can't actually do too much damage to him, but unfortunately he did receive a good hit to his front plate just a second ago.
Yep, so did Illusion, yes, and he has now gotten the back off Drag, so might feel a little bit more comfortable now.
Well, Synergy are doing a maneuver going round the side. They're splitting the forces. They're doing exactly what Mind did last time to lose, this time to try and win. I'm not sure if that's a good move or not, splitting your forces like that.
No, when they don't know where the enemy... Oh, well, they know where two of the enemies are, but they don't know where the rest are right now, so they could be coming from a totally different direction.
And Orange Rush does spot Fanat, and Fanat does get his side scraping on. The shot goes straight into his tracks and absorbs the damage. So Fanat was lucky there, as Orange Rush was unable to hurt him. Now moving forward into a more defensive position, we have action behind us as Illusion, yes, is spotted and is fought off by the rest of Mind.
So far nothing has been spotted right now, but they're capping, and you don't know anything about who's capping and how many has moved in.
KMEK is a shot from Orange Russ, a very good shot from him, being able to manage to hit KMEK in his T69 down the street there, but they're now all over the place. We have the move here from Synergy. They move in, and Fanat goes into cover as Jared, Orange Russ, and No Nick No Skill are unable. Oh, ammo rack, and there goes Russ, taken down easily. Dead Professor though round the corner doing all the damage. Fanat surviving expertly round the corner there.
Oh, and Dimka in a great position as well, because Jared, he has retreated to the middle of the map, but Jared just took a few shells in the side, that's now running.
Fanat, his luck is going to run out now as Jared and No Nick No Seal come round to finish him off. However, the rest of his teammates are in a position to sort of support him, and it looks like Mine has the advantage here, so long as they can do that.
Yep, advantage gone. And we're now seeing 3 heavies versus 2 heavies and a medium tank.
Yeah, I didn't expect. Well, I did expect Mine to take advantage of the reload happening there, and they did manage to do so.
Do so, Guzo. They're being very careful now. They have half HP, both of them, around-ish half. They're moving forward very carefully in pairs, while the MX-5100 of No Nick No Skill is reloading alone south part of the base. But they know that the that Mac is chasing the T1 right now.
We have Oh My God, He's a Gosu running for Povital, trying to catch him out. And we're going to see if he does get him. He does get the side shot on him, but burns him. And he burns down to 20 HP. In the meantime, though, does go down. Behind us, though, the main fight is happening with Dead Professor and Mayek.
They both took one shell by going into the open and not really thinking about going back. They took a shot from both Drag and Illusion, yes.
Yeah, this is not over. Synergy could easily win this still if mine make too many mistakes. But Povital did survive, and Oh My God, He's so Gosu does get taken out.
Yeah, so Drag and Illusion, yes, is left now. And they did see Dimka moving back, trying to flank them. And Illusion, yes, is going to intercept him.
That's not good for Demka. He is totally in a position where he cannot be supported by his teammates, and his ammo rack is damaged. He's obviously reused his repair kit already, so Demka, if he's caught on his own, will be easily killed.
Oh, he snuck through, and he now is trying to find or chase down Drag.
He's got to be quick though. His enemies coming around his rear, and if he's not careful, Illusion, yes, will get the shot. He does not. Dimka is in a lot of trouble. Going to run into Drag. If he gets a high roll, he might actually be able to kill Drag, but it's going to be close, and he doesn't get the kill, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble now without that reload. Oh no! Without that reload, he's going to be in so much trouble. It's going to take him twice as long. It's going to take him 20 seconds to get this reload. It's not going to happen. Illusion's going to get around the back and finish him off.
I don't know about that Drag move trying to ram. He could have been killed if they both had enough speed up there.
That means that mine in a lot of trouble now, but it's super close. Either team could easily clear the other team away with the autoloaders. Both teams now fully reloaded with their autoloaders and could easily do a ton of damage, but Mind have separated. Why?
I don't know. I have really no idea. The IS-3 is moving towards the hill. I don't nope. Okay, he's turned, luckily. But Drag is very low, so Initial will kill him, and Illusion, yes, is at least a 3-shot kill for the MXs.
Really?
Yep, he's at 800. So,
but 3 shots isn't much when 2 autoloaders are firing you. That's only 2.8 seconds needed to kill you. If they both fire at the same time, bang, bang, bang.
Bang. Yeah,
and that's
but
it.
they're separated. And
but they are separated.
Trying to get together again, but I would fear moving out in the open as well.
It could be a draw, though. This could be our first draw. They're out 8 points between them. One person still needs to die. If Synergy get the kill here, it will be a win for them. If mine get a kill here, it won't be a win for them because Povital is still alive. Yeah. So this is all for Synergy. If they can go round in 2s, find one of the AMXs, then that could actually be a last-second win for them. But it looks like both teams are camping out. This is going to be the first draw of the tournament. It's going to go to battle number 3 with 1-0 still. Okay, it started off so well, and it was very good battle, but I guess both teams lost their confidence and couldn't finish it off. But it was a well-deserved draw. Neither team were being cowardly, both teams were playing complicated strategies, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah. The IS-3 going for the T69 and the AMX at the same time.
Well, he had ammo rack damage. He was cut off from his teammates.
Again.
His teammates didn't come and help him. If they did, they could have cleaned up.
Yeah, exactly.
They really could have.
Yeah.
So that was Mine's game to lose.
Yes.
And this is a performance that makes me think that Synergy are actually going to be the victors here. The way that Mine were playing, they lost an advantage. They had the advantage, they lost the advantage. Synergy are playing better today. But we do have the autoloaders firing most of their shots. But Mayek, for Mind, missing a ton of damage. Firing 17 shots, only 6 landing. 17 shots, only 6 landing.
Yeah, this time all of the AMXs above, or apart from Jared, who died early. All the MXs did a lot more damage than the IS-3s, so you really have to take care of...
you can't be separated.
No, you can't.
You've got to be with your teammates. Your autoloaders are weak on their own. They need to be with your heavy tanks. Your heavy tanks are weak on their own because they can get singled out by the autoloaders. You've got to have them together. You can't run your IS-3s on their own because the autoloaders will turn up and go, hey, look, there's an IS-3 there.
Yep.
you're dead. And then they can bugger off again and go reload.
Yeah.
Safe and sound. But if you have your autoloaders there, as soon as they shoot at your IS-3s and absorbing the damage, your autoloaders are shooting them. And that's the way it exchanges. With Mind separating their forces again. The reason they lost the first game, separating their forces.
Yep.
They've done it again.
Yep.
They left the IS-3 to die.
Yep. Just gotta stick together. Don't go out in single packs, even though it's not a pack. But it looked like they were trying to do that way too much, way too much. The flanking was good, but then the AMXs should have gone and moved in, while the single AMX had chased down the IS-3, but of course they couldn't know that. So that's the only reason that situation.
Synergy look very confident, though. Confident. Look at their faces. They're actually, although worried, I think they're confident. Look at their faces. It's sort of like, okay, we know what we're doing. I think we've got this. Mind look a lot more nervous. They look a lot more tense. Because, as I said, Synergy were behind, and Mind lost it on the second battle, and on the first battle, Synergy controlled it.
Yeah, they can totally accept a draw right there, because they've been in charge in both games, and then small mistakes has led to the fact that they couldn't just go out and get the final kills.
So Mind have a chance here. They do have a chance. I don't think they're out of it yet, but yeah, you can think that they are. We're going into map number 3 now anyway, we're match number 3, so we're going to see what's going on now between Synergy and Mind, and if Synergy can close the deal for the first map, or if Mind can cool it back. So we have Povital, Illusion Yes, Orange, No Nick No Skill, Drag, Jared, and Dark God Zim.
And on Mind again, we have Benya, Mac, Kamek, Himmler, Oh My God He's So Gosu, Dimka, and Fnatic.
Now we're seeing again no lineup changes, so both teams are running the same lineup they have from the start, and well, we can see if their tactics change more than anything.
So far, no changes. Having Illusion Yes and No Nick No Skill still in the base. But Jared isn't going for the hill this time in his AMX 5100. He's staying a little bit back.
Indeed, we're seeing, especially from Mind, that isn't particularly, isn't exactly what I would expect. They're sending an AMX up the hill, they're sending their T69 across the walkway, and it's left for Orange, well this is very standard, Dimka and Orange to have a firefight across here, but a weird lineup, they're having the T69 on the far side instead of on the hill. So I'm expecting the AMXs to go up on the hill and try and make a... No, I'm wrong again. I don't know what Mind are doing. Playing my games with me.
Yep. We have a T1 and a T69 on the west side, just holding it out there. And Probatil is destroying the buildings or the cover over on the west, so no sneaky T1s can get past it.
Well, we see the AMXs are just driving around here for Mind. They don't seem to have a plan. I guess their captains are... Well, the captain of Mind is very hesitant, but we are seeing Fnat and Dimka leave the cover of the buildings and are moving across the field with the AMX in support. Well, at least the AMX are in support this time, and this could work out, but the T69 there from Drag has spotted Dimka. So this plan is probably busted right now.
If it can be performed right, Fnatic is behind the IS-3 of Rush, so he or Orange, so he really has to decide which direction he wants to face right now.
But Meg and Dead Professor are exchanging fire through the windows here on the line. Illusion Yes taking quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, No Nick No Skill took some damage as well, and he's now in a much more defensive position because he can't be shooting through those buildings with a high accuracy percentage, and he's just staying on the street right now, staying safe.
But Fnat is in a lot of trouble as Orange Rust tries to come around the corner and do damage, but they exchange the firepower. Fnat does get back, and Jared gets hit from the side as he tries to get in there to take him out, but Meg, the Professor, and Dimka were ready to take down Jared, and the damage there was not able to, but we have a flanking maneuver from Kek K-Medic comes around the back, and No Steal does go down to the concentrated firepower there, and we're going to see then Orange, Russ, and Jared be in a lot of trouble as they're getting flanked. For Fnact and Dimka and Meg come around the corner. These two AMXs, sorry, the AMX and the IS-3 are in a lot of trouble. K-Medic in the shoot in the back, and he goes down. Orange has to get out of there, but he's not going to be able to. He is utterly surrounded, just trying to do as much damage as he can and delay this force. But I don't know if there's much more he can do. In the background, though, we do see more going, more people turning up and trying to do more damage. But Illusion, yes, can't, as Dead Professor turns up and tries to exchange firepower with him, forcing him off the line.
And it is now full team versus 2, so this game is over already.
Illusion, yes, getting pummeled by it. Oh, I thought they were going to leave him for the T1.
Yeah.
A bit of smack talk there, leaving the T1 to take him out. But no, it wasn't that. The K-Medic doesn't take any chances and takes him down. And there we go. We do have Mind taking a flawless victory against Synergy. Well, it's not flawless just yet. Roxas Drag is still alive.
Yep. We just fired 2 shells. 3 shells, no damage.
That's all
there
4.
Yep.
A little bit of damage there, but now Merc is turned up behind him, and we're going to see him go down very shortly.
And that's how the
Whoa! Synergy! Knocked out! I can hear the crowd emulate them clapping. But wow, okay, Synergy surprised, I'm sure. Okay, we didn't expect to lose that. Rubbing their face there, double palm, and Mind relieved that they actually took that game. In fact, flawlessly.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Flawlessly!
Really great team play there.
They didn't lose a tank!
No, they
That's
divided
the
damage all over the tanks, so it was good. Very, very good. Very
Sharing
nice
the damage was very good there. There's absolutely nothing else they could have done. And to be any better than they did. They spread the damage off, they lured Synergy out of position to do some damage, and they did it. Every time was done successfully. Done well and done successfully.
Yep. First it was 3 MXs in the middle and an IS-3 on the right. And then when Orange and No Skill tried to go and take him, they received damage in the face instead, and then all just came pushing around and took out.
Once they got the HP advantage, they just decided, well, we've got the lead, let's just seal the deal, and they did it right. They shared the damage, so all of them were around 40% health, which is great. You still have all your guns operative. Operative? Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And they could afford
operational.
To lose.
I think operational was the word I was looking for. All the guns operational. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats. So we do see that the IS-3 for Mind didn't actually need to do much. We have Dimka there not doing that much damage, but the AMXs not getting all their shots off. No Skill getting just 1 shell, and Jared getting 2 shells off. That's a clip of 6. If you don't get that clip off, you are pretty much a liability for your team, and that was exactly what happened. Synergy's AMXs did not pay off this battle. All of them dying either reasonably early or being forced into a situation where they can't fire.
Yeah. And we see the AMX on Mind's team did the most damage because obviously he fired all his shells. So it matters more than you think.
So yeah, we see that Mind just took the game. There is no dispute about it. They were in the better position, they did a better reaction, and they did better.
Overall better.
Overall just better. Although they don't look happy. I would expect Mind to feel a lot happier, but they don't.
Yes, flawless.
Yeah,
we can take these guys.
We can take these guys, but no.
No.
But they don't want to lose their first map. They chose this map.
Yeah.
They chose this one. So if they lose this map, they're going to be at a very big disadvantage for the second map. Not only being down a map, 2 battles away from going home. 2 battles away from going home. No one wants that. No one wants to be the first team to be knocked out of the tournament, especially double elimination, because they had 2 chances.
Yep.
So there's Synergy looking very much more nervous than they did the first time. The first time they were looking incredibly relaxed. And now Mind, I don't know, they're just feeling... They don't know how to feel.
They knew they could do this.
I think they did. They definitely felt confident yesterday, and they were feeling that they knew what they were doing with just 6 of them. And now it's 7, they just don't know.
That was
that was an odd shot we got there. As some young children coming to support their favourite team.
Cheerleaders.
Oh, there we go. You can never start too young to support your favorite tanks team,
No,
eh?
no, never.
Definitely not. Okay, so we actually have to go into the fourth game
Yeah, we
on
had a draw.
Himmelsdorf. This is the first time we've hit the fourth game because of the draw in the second round. So we don't know who's going to go through to the next map yet. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't think we're going to see any lineup changes now, though.
No.
With 3 matches already taking place, with no lineup changes at all, they're going to stay. They're going to stay with the same lineup.
A team who won the first match and then felt like this tank could have been better in this situation, they could change. But when it's 1-1 with draw and last game on the line, you're not going to change.
Nope,
Never.
but here we go. Battle number 4 on the first map of Himmelsdorf between Synergy and Mine. For Synergy, we have Vovital, Illusion Yes, Orange Russ, No Nick No Skill, Drag, Jared, and Dark God Zim.
And for Mind we have Dimka, Mac, Kamak, Benya, Himmler, Oh My God He's So Gozu, and Fnatic.
Oh yes, we have the lineups identical. They have not changed anything, but we do have Mine from the north.
Yes, which would turn out to be a draw last time, so let's see if they're going to change their tactic. Or just think that it was a fluke that it came all the way down to the wire with that one.
Well, let's see where they send their tanks and which positions they choose. It looks like the T69 is going to play standard this time with the T1 and T69 going for the hill and the IS3s moving to the front line. So it's going to be a standard lineup. The AMX's the AMX5100s are going to go into reserve position and they're going to have the IS3s on the front and the T69 and T1 on the hill.
Yep, and here we see almost the not the exact same thing because all 3 AMX 100s are going to the hill.
That's nowhere near the same.
No waiting. It's not even close. And yeah, Drag is moving up faster than Vovital. So I hope they're going to wait for the T1 to be the first one to peak because pretty sure Oh My God He's So Gozu is going to be the first one up there.
So let's go over to the hills. We see KMA come up the top here. He's got to be careful because if he's spotted first, he can be easily taken out by the AMXs. But are the AMXs? Yes, they are holding in reserve. They're just getting to the top of the hill and they're not going to be revealed yet. As I said before, guys, you do not want to reveal your AMXs on Himmelsdorf. If you do, the enemy will know exactly what you're doing. And Roskis Drag is spotted and firepower is exchanged between him and KMEC, but that is expected. You don't expect the AMXs to be up here, but the T69s, that is very much expected. So we fly over here to KMEC and see what he's up to, trying to see what's going on. And there we go. Oh my God, he's a Gozu. Does reveal the enemy team and is easily taken out by the AMXs, of course. And KMEC needs to get out of there. The way to respond to this is to run away. Get out of there and make sure that you do not die.
But the AMXs are not pushing. They're waiting. I don't know why. Maybe they felt like the T69 would have just gone away either way. I'm not sure. They look like they are in question mark mode. And the Vovital is okay. He's going forward now, so he's going to be the tripwire up there. The enemy will think that, of course, that's why they're going back. We have just spotted the enemy moving close to their base.
So now we have Mind in a bit of trouble as most of their forces are down in the south, and they need to make sure they wait for their forces from the IS-3s from the middle. They're not with them, and if they're caught now out of position, they might be. Meg just takes a lot of damage as Roskis Drag and No Nick No Skill is there waiting for him. But he is able to get into the safe position where he can cap in peace. His teammates are rushing to help him. Absolutely rushing in to try and save him. However, they've got to be careful. As you can see here, the IS-3s are moving round the side and they could be caught out by Orange Russ. And yes, the answer is he has been spotted. If firepower does go down, but do not connect. Orange Russ is hit though from Dimka. So Fnat and Dimka are trying to get things sorted out here, trying to get to support their teammates, and lots of things are going on. Dead Professor is coming out, but is caught out by Illusion, yes, and Jared as Jared comes in to try and take down Dead Professor, and no, Mech isn't able to hide well enough. Dev Professor is one shot from kill as well. Fnatt does turn up though and push off Illusion, yes, and Jared, they have to withdraw, and Hemler moves in to try and cause a distraction in his T1. If he can get one of the autoloaders to fire at him, or even the IS-3, that's going to be a lot of time wasted.
Yeah,
in the meantime, Illusion, yes, is also caught out by Dimka.
5100s are all empty, so they really have to get out of there now. And he's taking quite a lot of damage from the T1 in the rear.
But Drag goes down. Wow, this is it! Synergy are actually going to lose this map! From such a strong start, Synergy lost it, basically. There's no other way to say it. Let's go over and see Orange Russ, the last guy and the last hope left of Synergy, face the entire enemy team. And burns. Wow. Mind outplaying Synergy, leaving them in a burning wreck.
Yep, and Portal just going to stay there, add a little point to his survival rate, because he's not going to take on for it.
No, I think he's just going to get a few cap points and leave it at that. But the first map goes to Mind. We have Mind with 1-0 over Synergy map-wise. Wow. Okay, Synergy apparently won. What?
No.
That's not right. The end there had been 2-1.
Yep.
Here we go, and 1-0 for the actual result. So one map up, Mind beat Synergy. I think everyone, the guy doing the score, was so shocked that Mind came back from such a strong performance from Synergy in the first two battles that they were surprised to see that Mind took it.
Yep.
Wow. Do you know what? So was I. I really thought the Synergy looked a lot stronger, but Mind just proved in the last two battles that they deserve to be here, and they're not wanting to go home. They want to send Synergy home.
Yep.
What's the next map?
Next map is Cliff. We've seen that.
Yep, that map is actually one you definitely need just 7 players, because there's lots of routes you can go, you need a lot of good scouting going on, and possible artillery in this one?
We saw that last time, but it wasn't super effective. There was no major hits on the AMX 51 AMX 1390s. It is a much more open map now, so there is going to be a lot more light tanks, and we actually saw one of the or two of the light tanks sneak down behind the south line and go into the cap zone and nearly won on cap there, but they were stopped in the end. It's going to be a lot more light focused map.
Indeed. So we have Mind and Synergy leaving their spots. Synergy obviously crushed that they have to stand up and stretch. They crushed. They lost the first map. They're absolutely devastated. I think they thought they had it. They were very relaxed. The second map when they could have won it, and they went ahead and lose the next two.
Yeah.
I think they're crushed, and Mind now must be very happy, although you don't see it on their faces. I think they're still very worried. I think they're still worried about taking down Synergy.
Yeah, well, on this.
So the AMXs on the last map were still not doing their job for Synergy. As we see from the stats there, that Mine did a lot better job with their tanks in general, and the Synergy's 3 AMX strategy just didn't work. Every time they lost, it's because the AMXs just couldn't do their job, and I think they would have done better with a 2-2. With an IS-3,
with an extra IS-3, yeah, definitely. As we can see, the damage as well. I remember Mac and Fnatic being in their MX 5100s, so it's a big reason why they won, because their players got to fire off those shells a lot more than Synergy.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so the next map, though, we're going to see them probably play a speculate, sort of tanks we're going to see. What are we going to see? Like exact tanks. You say the lighter tanks, we're seeing the MX-90s?
MX-90s, yeah, definitely.
A lot of them.
2, if they're crazy, 3. That's been the premise of picking 3 of them. It's been like, okay, you're not going with the standard cookie cutter, like 2 of them, 2 T-69s, and then a fast scout, and then some small artillery, maybe a T1 to have in a bush somewhere.
Okay.
That's what I'm expecting.
Okay. Maybe a bit bigger artillery, grill or something like that? Are you expecting any of them, or do you think it's going to be mostly tier 3 2 artillery?
The last time we saw Grill, it didn't fire as many shells, and when it finally did, it actually missed. So a lot faster rate of fire is much more preferred, like the Sturmpanzer II and the Bison over the Grill, and we've seen them be much more successful.
Synergy round their computers, trying to figure out what to do. They are actually worried now, really worried. Look at them.
Yeah, we really need to get
Look
this
at their
tactic
faces.
down. Yeah.
We've got to win this. We've got to do this. They are there. We've got to go there. No, we should do this. We should do that. They're all trying to get together and figure something out. I think they're on their back foot. They're really nervous now. They started off casually. We got this. We got this. And now they're like, okay, last chance. Because if they lose this map, Synergy go home.
Yep. Come on, guys. Know your positions. Listen to the commander who says it's just like there was a game on Abbey where 1T71 could have gone in, spotted the guys who were capping the base. They actually won on that.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure the captain told him to go in because all of his teammates were coming and they could have decapped from a distance if he had just spotted. But
that was Mind for Abbey, yeah. And they didn't do it. But the crowd still thinks it's very close. A 51% chance for Synergy to win. Wow, it looks like the majority are going to lose this one.
There's what, 10 to 100 extra on
after
Synergies.
the first map.
Yeah, well,
but then the performances have been random. Synergy seemed like they were great to the first 2 maps, and then Mine come back and go, nah, we got this. Got this.
Got it. Just we're gonna draw first, and then we're gonna give you hope.
Yeah, give you hope, and then snatch it away like candy from a baby.
Okay, that's mean.
Well, Mind, they want the money, and I think that's the only thing going through their mind now. They want the money. They don't care how they do it. They will beat Synergy if they have to. But Synergy, they're not going to go down without a fight now.
No.
They are going to be, okay, we were cocky last battle. Last map we got too relaxed. Let's just buck up our ideas. And they chose this map as their second map. So this isn't Mind's map anymore.
No.
Mind gets to choose the location, and Synergy gets the map. So we'll see if that gives them an advantage, and if they choose to go for overloaders this time, or if they have a bigger balance.
Yeah.
Or go more standard. I think that Synergy didn't really play standard at all.
No, they didn't.
Which is not a bad thing, but you know,
if you can pull it off.
If you can pull it off, and I think that they did pull it off in the first battle, but that was Mind's mistake. They came in 2 groups. So actually, I'm starting to think back that it's actually Mind who threw away the games, and not Synergy who's winning the games. And that actually is really important, because it means Mind is taking control of the battles.
Yeah. But are we going to see the very first comeback with 2 wins on 2 maps in a row? Because all other games have been 2-0 up until now. There's not been a single, not even 1-1. It's been 2-0 all the way.
And then we get a 1-draw-2.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's just absolutely crazy. But we did think that the skill will get closer as people separate into their groups. Obviously, the losers bracket has more closer skills, and the winners bracket is going to have closer skill. The first round of any tournament is normally a bit looser in skill, as you get the top teams versus the top teams. And that there is obviously a skill gap between the top 8, so the top number 1 and the 8th, and we're just going to find out who is the 8th and who is the 1st. So far it looks like we have GRA-TM, we have Gra, Rush, and U-Star as the top
dogs.
But we have to say that we don't know about U-Star, because League of Liberty were fighting with 6, and they looked very strong.
And they still fought back,
They fought back very well. So, but then again, Synergy also won one map against, not one map, sorry, one battle against Rush with 6 as well. So, I'm not so sure.
No.
I think none of this is very clear. I think that anything can happen over the next few battles. But we should have a look, while we're waiting for the setups to occur, we should have a look at what's happening for later today. So after this one is after this battle, this set, there's another losers battle, and that's Unity versus League of Liberty, and that's in an hour.
In 1 hour, yeah. And I'm looking forward to that one, because do we know if League of Liberty, there's still 6
as far as I'm
players.
aware, all teams have got their 7 players.
Oh, really?
But I'm not 100% certain.
No.
After that,
then we have Rush versus GRA-TM, which is going to be a battle of
Titans.
Titans, yeah. Titans
RTM,
of Rush.
the local champions, the Ukrainian champions, the best Ukrainian team out there at the moment. Rush, arguably the best team in the Russian cluster.
Yeah, you don't really have to argue a lot. But
And that's at 5 o'clock. And finishing the night is the Gra versus New Star. And that game is going to be interesting to see if New Star can actually keep up with Gra, because Gra are looking super tight.
yeah, really, really tight.
The cooperation between their teammates and the communication is obviously very, very strong. And
Yeah, and they only get tighter the deeper we go.
we're ready. The teams are almost ready. We believe they might actually be readying up now. We're seeing communication going that we should be starting any second now, and there we go. The first battle is starting right now.
Is this a test or?
Oh wait, there has to be a test. This is a test, right?
The crowd is cheering.
The crowd is cheering. This is the first battle. This isn't a test.
It's okay.
Oh.
Excuse me while my mind just got blown.
And while your mind is exploding, I'm going to introduce Synergy for you here today. We have Poverty Illusion, yes, Orange Rust, No Nick No Skill, Rox Drag, Jared, and Dark God Zim.
And on mine's team we have Fnatic, Benya, Mac, Kamek, Himmler, and oh my god, he's so Gosu, and Dimka.
What these lineups though? An Object 261 and a
Panther.
What the?
What is going on?
Synergy have not been playing standard at all, and now they're going for a strategy I have never seen and never expected to see.
I never expected to see this baby in the finals of the season.
Yep. When they're in trouble to be knocked out from the tournament, they do this. What the? What the what? What the what? What are the what? I can't wait to see. I really want to see if they actually can pull this off. And Orange Rush is almost taken out in his T50-2. He was on fire and he does go down. He burns.
Missed. So already they lost some eyes. They have Dark God Sim left, and then an Ausklärung Panther.
But isn't that tell the crowd about that tank? I mean,
It's a tier 7 scout, currently considered to be one of the worst tier 7 scouts because it is a Panther chassis and a VK28 turret, which wasn't really on the tank in on the prototype papers, but instead of giving it the Leo turret, because that looked a little bit silly, they decided to give it the VK28 turret, so it didn't look super out of proportion.
Yeah.
But it does have the derp gun of the VK28, but again, it's one tier point higher. So
and a tier 8 artillery. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. We have Dead Professor, Meg, and Fnatic moving in and does take out Pivotal, and that means they have an opening now. They'll be able to go around the back, but an explosion takes Dead Professor down, and luckily his repair kit saves him there. But that object must have been very close. It didn't one-shot him, so that must have been a miss. It wasn't a direct shot, but he survives with no actual damage or crew deaths. But in the meantime, we have a battle going on the far side. And where they go, oh my god, he's a Gosu does go down.
yes, he was in the T1.
That means Himmler is actually open now, and Dark God Zim is going to be moving in his T50-2 to try and take down the Bison while the main battle happens, and K-Mech over there is going to be looking for an opening against No Nick No Skill and Jared, but he's got to be careful because, oh wait, Illusion, yes, has been spotted, and that could actually be huge, but the Bison in the meantime is under threat. And Roxas Drag is fighting off Fnatic in the meantime and trying to get away at this point. He doesn't have enough backup. His backup is on the way. Those Merc and Dead Professor move in to try and support him. He is going to get away, and it looks like their artillery is safe for a little bit longer. And in the meantime, Dark God Zim isn't able to find the Bison. Himmler does survive in the base there in A4. Ooh.
Yeah, Benny gets taken out by Drag and trying to just run towards him and maybe get another spot on the object, but it didn't work out at all.
No, we have... oh, frick. Fucking hell. No Nick, no skill at the back there. Dimka and K-Mac turn around and take them down. K-Mac taking a massive shot there from the artillery, but it was enough to kill him. And Jared is going to go down very shortly to Dimka and K-Mac. But no, are they out of shells? I think they're out of shells. And he's going to be able to run away with just 126 HP left. And Dimka and K-Mac aren't able to kill him and finish him off. Very fortunate for them, but will the Bison... Oh! Just about to mention his name, but he doesn't connect. And in the meantime, Illusion Yes is taken out as Dimka comes around the corner here and tries to finish.
Jared is reloaded now. Oh, and he takes him out. He takes out Dimka without
30 HP left. Oh. K-Mac comes around the corner though, is trying to take out Dark God Zim with 108 HP there. 437 for K-Mac. Dark God Zim though could do it, but no, that's not that. And Synergy dropped the first game with their crazy tactic. Wow, what the Synergy?
Yeah,
what the Synergy?
Yes, where were the Synergy? What happened right there?
I didn't see the Panther, did you?
The Auskling Panther.
No, I didn't
died.
see it. No skill.
In the middle.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't see if he did anything. The answer
he
is
did anything.
no.
So derp gun, not effective.
Wow, 2 shots, 0 hits, and just died. Was killed by K-Mac at the middle. I don't know. It's Synergy trying something different, trying something crazy.
Yeah, they
on elimination from a double elimination.
Yeah, let's get rid of Povatil, or not get rid of him, but his T1 needs to go on to the skill points of No Nick No Skill, so they can get another tier 8 tank in there, because No Nick No Skill did nothing in the battle. Maybe spotted or lit up people, but he wasn't what he was supposed to be, a derp gun.
But Illusion Yes doing 926 damage. Is it worth it for a tier 8 artillery to only do 926? Because remember, and this is something I don't think everyone appreciates, that artillery only does damage. Other tanks absorbs damage and spots and distractions, can share HP. Artillery only do damage. So when a tank does more damage and absorbs and does distractions and spots,
and that's the reason why smaller artillery is picked. You can see they switched out for a Bison now instead, and that's a much better choice, because the reload speed on those tier 8 tanks are amazingly long. And we did see yesterday a tier 7, the Lorraine, take out an AMX 1390, and that's a tier point less. So there's no real point in taking such a huge tank or artillery unless you want to do splash damage and rely on that, but you shouldn't rely on that.
No, but it is a risk. It is a risk. If you take a big artillery, they have to hit the shots, they have to do damage, and if they don't, then, well...
wasted tier points.
Very wasted tier points. There's the same sort of risk you have with the AMXs. If you go in with them and they don't get the damage off, they are useless for the next 60 seconds. So with artillery, it's very similar. They turn up, if they don't do the damage, then GG.
Yeah.
And I think that's what cost, well, one of the things that cost them the game there. But still, the Panther, the choice of that tank is bizarre to me. I can't figure it out. It's the first time we've ever seen it.
Yep, and it doesn't look like they're changing anything in the lineup. I actually looked at the at Mine's team while saying that, but they haven't changed. It's still the object and the Aufklärungspanther. I can't understand this. They're on the brink of going home.
This is it. If they lose this battle, they're out. Synergy are on their last battle. If they lose this one, they are out of it. They are literally the last team in the tournament. They are gone over. And they've decided to stick with the same strategy. So introducing Synergy for maybe their final appearance here in the finals of the Golden League. We have Illusion, yes, Orange, Rust, No Nick, No Skill, Drag, Jared, Povatil, and Dark God Zim.
Yes, we have Benya, Fnatic, Mac, Kamek, Himmler, oh my god, he's so Gozu, and Dimka.
And the same strategy.
Yes, same strategy. I don't know if they just want to go out with a crowd-pleasing bang.
Crowd-pleasing?
Crowd-pleasing.
I think the crowd
wants to see them win, but still, something completely different, weird, can still be pleasing to watch, like the TW.
Definitely. We just want to see it effective, though. I love seeing new lineups. I don't want to see standard games all the time. That would be ridiculous to expect standards every time. How would standards change? But I don't know. I would say that they have to make use of it. I want to see that big artillery knock out a tank easily. You know, do a one-shot. Take out one of these AMXs in one shot, or even the Panther doing something. You know, doing something. I think we should really focus on that Panther. See what it does. Really focus on it. Where's it headed?
Yeah, it's sitting here, spotting in the on the west side.
Well, we do have all the AMXs pushing over to the east for Mind. The blue is the Mind team, if you didn't know. And on the far left there, we do have one spot there as Drag comes back and sees Kamelek. Actually, does he spot? No, he doesn't spot it.
Nope.
But Kamelek spots him. Or should I say, oh my god, Hisu-Gosu sees him.
Yeah, now we have some spottings up in the middle.
As Orange Rush spots the artillery. No, he doesn't spot the artillery. Still, Hemler is incredibly close to Orange and does not get spotted. But Fnatic are able to exchange firepower with him. No connections though.
And on the west, most of the Synergy team is just sitting back, waiting for something to happen. Letting the Mind players do the work here.
Well, Mind is repositioning. They're sending Fnatic round the far side, and the rest of their MXs are going back to the other side. So we're going to follow Dead Professor and Meg and Dimnek as they come back round into the middle of the map and try to make something happen. But they do have that T-71 scout going around the side. Fnatic does run into Povital, which means he is spotted, but he doesn't necessarily run into anyone else from the team, and the answer is no, he doesn't. No one else is here. On the far side though, the MXs are moving in together. Mind are really on the go, pushing back against Synergy, making Synergy on the back foot.
Yep, Dark got him. He's the closest to the EMX, so he's just trying to get away there because he's a 3-shot for the 3.
And there he is! Illusion, yes, is spotted already. We have the calls for the T-71 trying to get a shot on him. He does get a shot onto him, the second shot onto him, the third shot will take out Illusion, yes, and that might spell the end of Synergy, but no, he does get into cover.
And the T1 goes down as well. And again, no Igno skill. Didn't even notice he's dead. So
I don't know. That seems like a waste of 7 points. But right now, Orange Rush and Mayek are fighting in the middle here, and we're seeing that the AMX-90 should easily be able to kill the T-50-2. The answer is yes. In 2 shots, he does take him down. The explosion there from one of the artilleries it did nothing. I think it was the Bison trying to hit Orange, but it was in the middle of nowhere. So Zim's is getting chased by Fnatic on the far side, and he's trying to go into them, but runs into Illusion Yes, and Illusion Yes goes down from Dead Professor on the hill, and Fnatic is lighting them up like a Christmas tree, and out goes the lights for Synergy, and I think we are almost at the point we can call this that Synergy might be going home. They are fighting for their lives here to stay in this tournament. Jared is chasing down Fnatic, but Fnatic's giving him the ring of roses as his teammates are pumping him full of shells. And Jared is there, getting hit now in the back by Dimka, and Dimka doing a ton of damage, finishing off Jared, and I think we can say goodbye to Synergy.
yeah.
Oh wow, drag there, the GG goes out from Dark God Tim, and wow,
Very well.
Synergy are going home, the first team to be going home here at the Golden League Season 1 finale. Mind go through to the second bracket of the losers bracket.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. He could still pull it off, but I think everyone else has already declared it.
Yeah, the music is playing.
The music's playing and Drag is still fighting for his life.
It's good to have some motivation, but
we can see here that Mind
no one's
already
playing.
celebrating.
Okay, if none of them are at the computers, they could still win.
Drag doesn't want to give it up. He's like, no, I am fighting.
Drag left the computer. We were watching him just going around shooting at people, and you saw the stage.
Oh dear.
I would do that as well.
Yeah.
Just get a quick win there.
He's there, getting hit still. They're not finishing it off, they're letting it go. They're actually letting it go to the end. All the teammates have already stood up and shook each other's hands. What sportsmanship there from Drag. Doesn't want to give it up. Wants to stay into the last, and that's fair enough. But fantastic. The handshaking goes out between the two teams. And Mind go through. Fantastic play from them. And Synergy though, what were they